Hello guys, welcome to the today. I'm going to tell you some pro tips of how to be good at floppa. It's not really like you just click floppa, but the main thing is first one thing you want to save up first you have to one thing you really want to get is the maid because the maid gives you infinite food for free. That maids are basically like the first thing you should buy, but don't let your floppa starve. The second thing you should buy, do not buy Miss Floppa first. No, just don't. You first wait for the auto clicker from the traveling merchant, but that might take a while, so don't do that. So don't get Miss Floppa because she can overrun your Floppa, and with the regular maid, it can really mess you up. After you get the maid, you then should get Stupid Bingus. And then after that, you should then get Tomisaka, then Nico Maid 2. And then you should get all this stuff. But if you want to know how to make money fast, one of the best strategies is to get the maids that get everything that multiplies your cash. That's the way you're gonna get cash really quickly. But Miss Floppa early on is really bad, so don't buy her early on. The Caped and the Scratching Post are okay, but they don't really give that much money, so you don't need them. Baby Bull is also something you really need because the babies will constantly eat from your Floppa's dish and can cause them to starve. Also, you don't need the milk dish. It doesn't really do anything. It does give money, but it just on early on it just costs too much money. And the catnip plant is really good, and it's really good for the poop fertilizer too. But I recommend getting the floppa sword and shield first before you get those. Also, if you wanted to know, should you get a big for jinx or floppa gunner, I think you should get floppa gunners first. Because if there's a bandit raid, they will let if you want to sit AFK, floppa gunners will let you be able to do that. Also, before asking this dude for money, always ask him to raise the rent. Because sometimes he'll raise it, but most of the time he just won't. Also, before running in to fight Bingus, you should have you should you should have a sword and shield for your floppa. You should have guard dog, two gunners, and that's kind of it. But you need the gunners. These are like if without the gunners and you try to fight the Bingus, your floppa will definitely die. The sword and shield is also a necessity. Almond water is also really good, but it costs a lot of money. Also, this thing, don't kill your baby floppas with the baby banner because at first you should kill them with the baby banner. Once you finally unlock this, don't. But before you get all your madness, you have to get the Doge, the Gunner, and the Gunners. And the Sword and Shield for your flop. Because without that, the floppas can just run in. Because you are not strong enough to take on Bingus on your own. Another thing, the big foot Jinx is really good because he drops random items, but it's not that good, so that's why Floppa Gunners you should get first. Also, don't immediately buy the Ultra and waste all your money on it. I recommend getting like the Gunners and everything before you buy the Floppa thing. Also, okay, I don't know why it's happening. Also, in multiplayer, never, never, always, okay, what I was saying. But yeah, also in multiplayer, the bandits multiply, depending on people. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. Oh, during the Bingus raid, I recommend getting this. You feed it to the wolf in the woods, but it's not necessary. Also, you can die to King Bingus. So that's it. That's all you need to know. But the one main thing I stress the most is do not waste all your money on the altar because it gets really expensive really quickly. And for beginning players, they will end up wasting all their money and not be able to do anything. So I recommend doing the altar later. Like and subscribe for more.